We're now on Dcad Lesson 9A, which will involve roof framing. And this is where we left off on our section drawing. So I'm going to hit Control W, which zooms us out to fit the screen. I'm now going over here to the working plane properties and clicking on that. And I want to reset working plane. Just click on there and reset. And I'm going to hit Control W to center the drawing on the screen. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to hide layer 1, but I also want to utilize layer 30, which is the roof plan. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to hit L for layers, and I'm going to scroll up and turn off layer 1, and I'm going to scroll down to layer 32, which is support for the roof plan, because I want to be able to use that also. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click OK, and the first thing I'm going to do is select the roof plan, which is clicking near the outside and then holding down Shift and clicking on the ridge also. And I'm going to activate the info box over here on the right hand side and click on that. And I'm going to duplicate these roof plan lines. So I'm going to hit N for duplicate and right click near that handle. Sets one right on top of the other, but they're both in layer 30 right now. So in the info box, I'm going up here to the layer dialog, and I want that roof plan now to be in layer 36 roof framing. Now you can see that roof framing isn't currently active, but that's okay. I'm going to left click on that, and it makes it hide because layer 36 isn't active. I can hit Control R to regenerate the screen, and we still have our roof plan there, which is in layer 30. So I want to also do the same action with the support for the roof plan, which will be duplicated and become support for the roof framing plan. So I've selected it. I'm going to hit N, and I'm going to right click to snap to the existing handle. Again, it laid the duplicate right over the top of the previous one because I right clicked and snapped to the handle. Now once again, I'm using my info box, and it's saying it's in layer 32, so I'm going to put that in layer 36, which is roof framing. I'm sorry, layer 38, which is support for roof framing. Okay, and hit Control R. And so here's my roof plan pre-existing and my roof plan support, which is pre-existing, but I'm going to layers now, and I'm going to I'm still in layer 75 for the section drawing, so I'm going to go up here and make layer 36 roof framing my active layer, and I'm going to hide both the roof plan and the support for the roof plan, and I'm going to show the support for the roof framing plan, and I'm going to click OK. Now layer 36 is my current active working layer. Click OK. So I'm going to zoom up on this area so we can see it a little more closely. And I want to draw a truss. This is going to be a trussed roof. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm using the box command, which is the right bracket, hitting the key, and I'm going to right click at the lower left hand corner of my support wall. I'm just hitting the period key, which will gravity snap and set a point. And now I'm going to hit point relative, and actually, I'm going to hit escape, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go up this upper left-hand corner and hit the comma, the gravity snap. Now hit point relative, which is the apostrophe. I'm going to go 1.5 inches. And I want 0 in the distance y, and we can hit enter. And it's drawn my rectangle there. So I'm going to go ahead and select that rectangle, and I'm going to go over here to my lines and scroll up a little bit and zoom up to that, because that's essentially a new framing element. So I'm going to use the same as command from the info box and click on new framing elements. It'll turn that line into that type of, duplicate that type of line. So I'm going to zoom up here so you can see that it's made it thicker. So I'm going to zoom back out a little bit now, and I'm going to do my top chord. So that's just a simple V for vector. I'm going to again, gravity move by hitting the comma key at the lower left-hand corner of both the wall and the bottom quarter of the truss. And now I'm going to use point relative again, the apostrophe, and I'm going 0.75 inches, and in distance y I want to go minus 2 feet, so it'll take me down to the edge of my eave, and hit enter, and it's set a point there. Now I'm going to hit H to toggle on the orthogonal mode and just pull this guy right on up here, and hit K to snap to my eave line there, and hit my scroll button to activate that. And I need to change that line type by selecting it, scooting back over here to my lines, and scrolling up a little bit, and that is new framing top chord. So I'm using the same as command again and clicking on new framing top chords, and it'll turn that top chord into that type of line. I hit escape to unselect it, hitting Z for zoom so you can see that it's turned it into that same type of line. I'm going to hit Control M and kind of get that somewhat centered. Now I'm going to duplicate these trusses. I'm going to select that using just a selection rectangle. I want to set actually I don't even need to set a handle at this point in time. I'm just going to go to this handle and use the comma to gravity move. And I'm going to hit N for duplicate and point relative, and I want 2 because they're on 2-foot centers. So I'm going to hit tab and hit 0 in the distance y, and then hit enter. Now I've set a truss that's 2 feet on center from the first truss. In the first truss, left side of it flushes up with the left side outside of that left support wall. Hit escape. Now I'm going to select this second truss, and I'm going to set a handle on the first truss at the lower left-hand corner. And why I'm doing that is actually I can see that I'm in orthogonal mode, so I'm going out of that. Now I've already set the location where I want the handle at this lower left-hand corner. I'm hitting the scroll button. It's set the handle there. I'm hitting N to duplicate it. N again, N again, N again, 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 again. And then this last one, I need to change the handle to the right-hand side so it will flush out, otherwise it'll be hanging out in space. So I'm setting selection handle, go to the lower right side of this selected truss, right-click to it to gravity snap and set a point, hit my scroll button, which activates it, and I'm going to hit N for duplicate, and I'm going to drag this to the lower right-hand corner of my support wall. Hit escape. And I've drawn all of my trusses now. I'm going to zoom up them so you can see that they're a little bit closer, so you can see that their line weights are all the same. So I've actually drawn my trusses now. That concludes Dcad Lesson 9A for roof framing. We'll be dealing with the layout and text for roof framing in the following lessons.